Hi Leo, so this month we're going to be really concentrating a lot on your career, your work environment, how you project yourself out into the world, how your accomplishments have really influenced you to, with certain things in your life at this moment right now. So we start the month off with Venus going into your ninth house, along with the sun, which is your ruling planet, which is also here as well. So a lot of expansion. If any of you Leos have probably been thinking about going back to school, learning something new, or looking into new philosophies, really kind of questioning philosophies and belief systems, this would probably be a really good time for that as well. So a lot of you Leos are going to have the attraction to want to learn new things, to really want to expand your mind. Or you also might just be very attracted to something very different from yourself, maybe from your maybe to a person or a thing that's not really from your background, your your ethnicity, or maybe your cultural background, something very different from yourself. You're going to really want to communicate a lot more with that, because Mercury is going to be moving into your 10th house in on the 5th as well. So you're going to be looking at your communication with authority, your communication with father, or any figure that plays a very authoritative role in your life. If not, you're going to be looking at those accomplishments at work. How can you change how you project yourself in the outside world? And then there's going to be a new moon on the 7th, with the Venus and Uranus is going to be here at the same time while this new moon is happening. And new moon is all about really just setting new intention, placing your concentration, your mind, your emotional self really in this area, and it's in the area of your ninth house, which is all about expansion. So a lot of you Leos are really thinking about ways to broaden yourself, ways to make more maybe more strides in life. A lot of you Leos might also be trying to just travel, get out and travel. A lot of you Leos might just be trying to learn, just to see also too, if philosophies from your home has probably been getting in the way of you actually probably expanding the way that you probably wanted to do as well, from your roots and your home life. Maybe that's probably affected your philosophies, and you probably might want to change a lot of that as well. So this can be a time that you might really just want to break out and really just learn a lot of new things. On the 17th, Mars is going to be retrograding in your 5th house, along with Saturn, which has been stationed here for some time. So your relationships, your love affairs, your relationship with your children, and your creative endeavors, how you are an artist in whatever way possible. If you're a writer, if you're a painter, if you're a actor, Mars is going to be retrograding here. And I mean, any type of artist, it doesn't have to just deal with those. If you call yourself an artist, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, you Leos know what I'm talking about. You're artists. Basically, Mars retrograding in this part of your chart is really going to have you rethink and reanalyze a lot of your love relationships, your relationships with children. If you don't have children, you'll probably be thinking about that. If you want to do something creative and you want to get out there and actually, put your creative endeavors out there, how is it that you can do that? This will be a really good time to really analyze your motivations behind this area of your life, and how is it that you can probably, when it goes direct, which is going to be in another 6 months, which is going to be in September, how it is that you can really help yourself navigate your energy better. Because when Mars is retrograding here, you probably also are going to cut ties with people or lovers, or anything that's really not really helping you advance to that level that you want to as well. So on the 19th, your ruling planet is going to move into the 10th along with Mercury. So you're really focusing on how it is that you publicly express yourself in your accomplishments. How is your accomplishments? How is your work environment? How has what you've been doing in terms of basically relationships with authority? How is that going on? Your work, your career, how can you really do that? How are you projecting yourself to others? And if you're not projecting it the way that you want to, how can you change certain things? This is your ruling planet here. So, it's really about your focus is here. Your focus is right here for the month. And then on the 22nd, there's going to be a full moon in your 4th house of home. Your emotional state at home, your past, your roots, your relationship with with your home, your family of origin, relationship with mother as well, or anything domestic affairs, anything going on in the home as well. So it's an important time to really kind of consider how the effects of your past have on your present situation at this moment. How has your past really shaped you in this present moment, and how is it that it's probably going to show some type of fruition here? Scorpio is a very deep, it's a deep sign, and the full moon is happening in the sign of Scorpio, which rules that home. So it's a really fixed water sign. So I would say a lot of you Leos are going to be re-examining that area of your life, your home life as well. On the 28th, Mercury is going to retrograde in your 10th house. So now, after that full moon in Scorpio on your 4th house, 4th looks up to the 10th. So now you're going to be emotionally influenced right here by the full moon, and that's also going to influence that 10th house of yours as well in your communication. So you're rethinking a lot at this time in the 10th house, in your work, in your reputation, how it is that you are viewed out there in the public. So really good time to look at what's not working in your work, or in your accomplishments, how you do things in your relationship also with authority, and how it is that you can structure yourself differently, how you can change certain things in this area. Mercury is going to be retrograding until May the 22nd. So I would say this is not a really good time to sign any contracts right now, Leo. Not a really good time. It's just really good time to reconnect, revise anything, reorganize, go over anything that's not working in this area of your life. This is a really good time to kind of take a look at that. Also, today may be some travel delays. If any of you are going to travel, there may be some travel delays also. And technical devices, just make sure that if you're sending a message that it goes through. You know what I mean? Double check, because there can be a lot of misunderstandings as well. Some people also may pop up from your past during a Mercury retrograde, but as you're going to be able to navigate that as well, because you're going to have Venus moving into your 10th house, which is going to bring love in that area. It's going to bring a lot more ease and attention and attraction, which can also bring to a lot more money in this area. If you've probably been looking for work, this can be also maybe money coming to you, or just meeting someone, or just the energy of just really just self-love in this area, just really loving yourself along with this process, since the eclipse energy has been very strong with everyone right now. So again, Leo, I hope you enjoy your month, and I'll see you next month.